YouTube, it's Mike Moore here again. Oh, I gotta stop saying that. It is Ford Neck 2156 here again, bringing you another review, a quick little review that I was looking for something to do with all my leftover dip can lids. My hands are raw now because I've been doing this for a couple times. But they have these dip can lids. Dip can lid clips for your hat. Y'all have probably seen them if y'all are dippers. They're real easy to do. Let's see, have I started it? Sounds like it. I've been working on this one in particular, this can lid in particular, for the whole day. My hand, as you can see, is rubbed numb. And all you do, all I do at least, is I take the can lid, palm it like you would, a coin or something. I've watched too many YouTube videos where people are just, keep on rotating and squeezing until you hear that sound that you want to hear. And what I usually do is I'll push on it just a touch to see how far I need to continue. And then I'll just try to keep working my hand in a circular pattern. That's how raw you can get, literally raw. I found it easier if you just keep going. Putting a little bit of pressure on the can lid on the back side forward. It does help. It gives it a little extra. But I would suggest you just keep on going around in a circle until you hear. I'm waiting for it to make that sound for you. There you go. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, you'll start bending the dang. Oh, I just did. I do not like it when it does that. Sometimes you can go right in here. There we go. And all you gotta do is pull it right out. I bent mine a little bit, but no big deal. So this is what you're going to come up with. Take the ring off. What you can do with this ring now is once you push it down, all it is a ring. This isn't really a clean one, but what I do with these is I'll put the lid back on, bend it back into place. Let me find my choice of things to bend. Don't have it, obviously. Weird. Alright. So I'll just grab, a handle or something, and I'll hit it back in. Makes a nice little, non-sharp, like coin holder or something. Whereas the clip I'm making is only this, the top part. Make sure you clean off the back of it. It will help, especially with your hands, as long as it's not dirty. the edges, they are kind of sharp, so be careful when you do this. I've done it with Copenhagen. I would not recommend Grizzly, just because I have done it with Grizzly, and there is a little problem with Grizzly where once you pop out, it's really difficult to pop it out because it bends so easily. I made a small one, which doesn't look all that good. Can't really fit it on a hat, so I just call that trash. But Copenhagen pops out real easily. And the one thing about Copenhagen lids, if you find, a few of their rare lids, or a few different types, like I got one right now on my hat, which is their wintergreen lid, because I just love wintergreen. I had about 3 cans of this. This is what happens when you get impatient. It bends all up. I might try to salvage this one, but my hands are so raw, as you can see. But I am glad I got this one because I can fix it to where it's not as like this one is. So what you do first is I would recommend you get pliers, some sort of pliers to do this. I'm just used to cutting my hands all to bits, so I'll do it by hand. Where this little, hold on. Where this little line is, you want to bend it up towards, I'm going to do it facing y'all, but you would do it towards you. You want to bend right on that line, not too much, just enough, probably like that. Then you'll take your thumbs. I do recommend you use pliers for this. I've cut myself a lot of times because I was a culinary chef at L'Ecole Culinaire. What you do is you'll take it. I need my little. That's one problem. Can't find the tools that I need. Where did I put it? Oh well, I'll just do it this way. And then all you do is you take that little lip that you made, make it into a hook, like so. And then now just bend it towards the. So now that is what you've got. Basically a taco. So when you put it onto your hat, say if you're wearing your hat, like pull this other one off. This one's a little bit better made just because it's easier. And then you just slide it on. Like so. So this right here, even though that you got that upper part, what I'll do, and I did it with my other one that I have, is I bend it as an arc because all hats are different depending on how long you've worn your hat. I've had this hat in particular for 6 years now. So I want to see how much I gotta bend it. This part right up here on the top, I want to know how much I need to bend. And it does feel a little loose, so hold on. Way that you can check is you want it to sit about there. So what I usually do is right when it's on there, I'll try to bend the bill a little, take it off, and then I'll just try to bend it, shape it. Using pliers would be a benefit here. Don't, like I said, I've used pliers on a lot of my older ones. There we go. Now, you want to... There we go. Just manhandle it until you get it to the way that you like it. I don't recommend you do this if you're young and you don't have tough hands. I do not recommend doing this, but if you have tough hands, go right ahead and do it. It's easy. If you dip at school and a lot of your friends dip, you can impress them with, your new hat clip. Like I have some for my other hats that I've made recently. There we go. But yeah, so I gotta fix both of these again. But there's the newest one. There's my oldest one. These two cans lids are very easy to do. You just watch me go through the steps. I do not recommend cutting yours out. Here's one that I cut out. It kind of ruined it. It was Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. Kind of ruined it. And here's another Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen that I tried to do that squeeze maneuver like I did with the Copenhagen. And it bends up pretty easily. And then here's another one that totally bent up. So, I mean, really, Copenhagen, in my opinion, is the easiest one to do without really tearing yourself up. Copenhagen Wintergreen is a dip that I love the most, as y'all will all know. Same with Edgefield cigarettes. I'm both. I'm a dipper and a smoker. I have knowledge of both of these. If there's any questions that y'all may have, leave them down in the discussion, or y'all know, the comment section. But that is the dip can lid tutorial. I could not show you how to pop it out because it took me at least probably about an hour to pop it out of the little ring. And it's a lot of this, squeeze, turn, a little bit, squeeze, turn, squeeze, turn, squeeze, and keep doing that until you start hearing the sound that you heard when I was popping that one out. Once it gets going, I do not recommend you just pull out like I did, because that can bend it up pretty well. But since I'm not creating these to look good, I'm creating them to actually be a part of the hat itself. So I'll bend them, and I'll bend them. I gotta fix that too, but I'm gonna be trying to bend them into the hat so that they fit better. They don't leave a... I don't know if you can see this on this camera. There's a gap right there. So they don't leave that gap. A lot of people who have done this, one is being Outlaw Dipper. I'll leave a link in to his channel in the description. If y'all want to see how this is done, go onto your YouTube search engine. If my video wasn't helpful enough, go onto YouTube search engine, type in dip can lid tricks. There's a lot of people that do these. And a lot of people actually show you these and then how to make the little piggy banks out of the can with just the rim. This you can store like little, I don't know, little pennies, quarters, dimes, little knickknacks, and it becomes a nice little. This is a grizzly can with a Copenhagen top. Oh Lord, where's my Copenhagen cans anyway? Guess I. Where are they? This is so weird. All ones I see are grizzly. I guess these two are. Okay. I know I had 3 grizzly and 3. Okay. Here's a. Oops. Left a little cup. But yeah. The lid just fits right back on. Like I'll put this one back on to one of the cans. Yes, it is bent out of place, but with a little bit of finesse, you can just pop it right back on there. If you try to line it back up and you get a successful lineup, it's good because then you can just see that it's nice. I don't know why these cans still have Cope in them because I finished off most of the Cope. I gotta go sometime this coming up week. Get some more. But yeah, that's Copenhagen. Well, it's Copenhagen dip cans can do this easy. The Grizzly, you will have to just cut it out with like a saw or something that can cut metal, like a miter or something that you can go in detailed cuts. But that is the hat clip. And like I say, you may also want to dull the edges because they are kind of sharp. So that's why you always try to leave them away from your skull. So I always put them, with probably an inch here. And then up here, there's probably an inch before you get to the front. And these aren't finished yet because I have to bend them a little bit so they don't leave a gap right here at the top of them. So if someone says, like a friend, or you can leave it that way if your friend hits your hat off and it annoys you, where they'll cut themselves to bits. But I do not recommend leaving it that way, just because one thing, you're going to get cut yourself from the corners on it. So what you want to do is keep it as a hook. I got to bend it down though, so I'm going to do something that I do not recommend. This is a skate tool. I would recommend a hammer, but I don't have a hammer with me right now. I think that will work. Nope, I bent it too much. And the problem with bending them too much, if I haven't already said that, is that you'll get this line that you bent it on, it'll start cracking and it will pop off like one of my other ones did when I was first trying it. This was the very first one. Here's the warning label. Right at that line, it snapped off. This I'm going to probably put on a wall board because it still is a good little logo. This I can throw in the trash. Warning. What does it say? They all say different things. Warning, this product can cause gum disease and tooth loss. And I believe some of these say, warning, this product is not a safe alternative to cigarette. Like they all say different things. All different cans say, warning, smokeless tobacco is addictive. That's a Grizzlies. They all say different things. And I believe my other clip even says, this is not an alternative to smoking. Yeah, both of mine that I have as hat clips. This one actually said something different, and then this one says it can be addictive. Smokeless tobacco is addictive. Product can cause mouth cancer. So you see what I mean by the warning labels. They go a little too far with those. Hold on. There we go. Let's see, can I get it up there? Yeah. So that's that one. This was the newest one. I do not recommend doing this next to your eyes. And the easiest way is just to slide them on and then push them down. There. Alright. So they should be, this one you can see better. Should be kind of secured, but it's not how I like it. So probably tomorrow I'll take a small little hammer and hammer these two corners of it, right here and right here, upward so it fits the bill of the hat better. But like I said, that is the Copenhagen dip can lid clips. If y'all want to see more little tutorials on how to do these, and thank you for coming out to seeing this. Surprisingly, you probably work. And I should have started this a little later on. But if you like these type of videos and you want to see more, and maybe I will start these a little bit later on in the night so people can watch them and enjoy them. If y'all watch this video, let me know when y'all get home and able to watch on YouTube, so I can at least do a live stream to where y'all can comment, on them and all that. Let me just know, all right? Because I do these live streams so it can record the videos. My phone doesn't have much memory. My phone is an Alltech. You can buy it at Walmart for about 50 to 60 bucks range, maybe even less. It's a good little phone, cheap. If you go to like Amazon or AT&T, Sprint, most of those phones will cost you for a smartphone about $100, and then you also have to pay for the plan. This phone, you take your SIM card out and you plug in your SIM card to your new phone. All you have to do is buy the phone. Little tidbit there so that y'all can save money. I do recommend y'all do it. If y'all go to Walmart, and I'm going to repeat myself here, if y'all go to Walmart, they have these phones that I'm recording on, which is an Alltel. It is a $50 to $60 phone. It's cheaper than most AT&T stores or most of those. You don't have to be on contract, but your original plan can be on contract. And I will be, I believe it's going to be tomorrow. I will be doing a review over a cigarette brand that I did before. But they are coming out with a brand new cigarette. Which is, well, they might not be coming out with it, but I came out with it. I added a little bit, I emptied them out. I added a Newport blend of tobacco in here, mixed with a Camel Crush bead, mixed with some Enfield tobacco. So it's basically a Camel Crush mixed Newport mixed Enfields. And I've done it too many times. I've broken open Camel Crushes, taking that little breath, I call it an icebreaker breath mint, out of it. And I shove it, I create a small little hole with a little pin and stick a couple of those beads down in the filter of these. That's pretty much this review over how to make hat clips, how to make coin holders. If y'all like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more of these type of videos of crafting and all these knickknacks, let me know down in the comment section. I do view all comments. I do view my videos on a daily basis, so just saying. And I'm going to use Roman Atwood's statement is smile more and smile more often. I love y'all, and I appreciate everything that y'all have, all the subscribers I have. And I look to build this channel a little bit farther. This is Fordneck 2156 signing off. And I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great day or night wherever y'all live.